Hi, this is Chef. This fufu is done. F-U, F-U. Death Pizza. This works great. Hiya, hiya. This is Reverend Cha-Cha Dave. Oh. Hello. This is Chef Cha-Cha Dave. I was actually making some notes. And this book, Better Homes and Gardens, Bread Cookbook. Okay, this is the last printing that I saw, 1969. And I have a lot of things in here. I have my mom's popovers recipe that I wrote. I did what I did in 1991. I did this prime rib dinner for friends. And I have some of the other things. Now with the internet, you know, we don't need to do all of this. But I was kind of just reminiscing. The book is not bad. You know, it has some very interesting things in it. At any rate, tonight I'm going to make Yorkshire pudding. Okay, now before I actually start, I just want to say I've, you know, I scoped the internet, I see what else is out there, and there was this one guy who I happen to really like. He's an excellent chef. His popovers did not come out, and the UK sent him wrath. It was unbelievable. I've never seen anything so ugly. The poor guy, they didn't rise, you know. Now, this may not rise either. I'm making pudding. I'm going to do it in a big pan. And this is the way I do it. I've made popovers also. I put them in little glass cups. I don't use the other pan. But we're going to start this, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay? I'm going to put my milk in the bowl here. Now, all of the recipes usually call for all the same amounts of everything. The amount of eggs, the amount of milk, the amount of flour. Alright, and all it is just flour, eggs, milk, and salt. Alright, so now I'm going to put the eggs in here. Alright, and I'm going to beat that up. Get all of the egg yolks broken and incorporate them all in there. Okay, now at this point, I'm going to put in the flour. The flour needs to be sifted. Alright, I put it all in here. Alright, now this was a cup and a half of flour, and that was before it's sifted. It'll be a little bit more. Okay, you can do this by hand, but this was a gift. So it's an obligatory thing that I'm using this, you know. It makes the person who bought this to me very happy. Okay. So, now, this gets mixed in, and as it's mixing, alright, you have to keep scooting around and taking it off the sides, and you could use an electric mixer for this as well, but I like to do it this way. Alright, I'm putting in a little bit of salt. That's about a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half. I think I have a tablespoon written on the recipe. Okay, now this is just about ready. Some people like to put this through a sieve so there's no lumps. I've left little flour lumps in my batter all the time, and it still just comes out wonderful. Wonderfully nice, perfect. Okay, now, so this has to sit and rest for about an hour, okay, and then we'll be back. Okay, now my oven is preheating now at 450. I'm going to put, this is lard, but we're not going to use lard. We're going to use butter, and we're going to use canola oil, because lard is bad, but it's good. So you could use it a little bit, but I'm not going to do it tonight. And what I find very funny is the nutrition facts, and of course it's made out of pork fat. This is anyway. It has total fat is 20%, saturated fat is 25%. Oh, God. Cholesterol is only 3%. Oh, that's not bad. Sodium, nothing. The pig was on a low sodium diet. And carbohydrates is 0. Protein is 0. Now, in Spanish, this is amazing. It's still 20%, 25%, 3%. Who knew? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some butter and a 1/4 cup of canola oil. Now, you could even put a little more, but this is good for this. Okay, you don't need too much. If I'm making it with a rib roast, then a standing rib roast, I would use the beef fat from the standing rib roast with a little bit of butter. Okay, so now I'm going to pop this in, and it has to get real hot. Okay, I'm back. Now this is sizzling hot. Alright, the butter, and I'm going to actually twirl it around so that we get a little grease on the edge of this pan. Got to be careful because you don't want to get any on you. Alright, then I put in, that's 3 tablespoons of cold water into the batter. Just mix it around. Not too much. It's been resting for quite a while. Alright, now this goes right into here. You can hear it sizzle. And I'm going to put this right into the oven for 450 degrees for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to lower it to 325 for another 10 to 15 minutes. And you never open the oven. And I'll tell you, I don't have a glass on this old buzzard over here. So the fact is that it's in the hands of God. I'll be back. Okay, here we are out of the oven. It looks good. And I would like it a little higher, and sometimes it does. But as my good friend in Canada, Emron, would go, wah, wah! But at any rate, so now this is a general purpose Yorkshire pudding, because we're going to serve it with jam or butter, and maybe with a little ice cream on top. It doesn't have to go with a meat or anything like that. We're going to cut a little bit of this. Okay, now, so we're going to do one with a little butter. Let me put it here. And Amar probably will want to try this one. Okay, and let's just see. I'll give you a napkin, Amar. Just hold it like that. I'm going to put a little jam on that one. Hot, huh? Poor little devil burned his mouth. Now, you can also put a little ice cream on this. So this could be a nice dessert thing. A little chocolate syrup. Now, I'm going to try this. It's still pretty hot. This is very good at room temperature. It doesn't have to be hot. If you want melted butter, then you serve it hot. Oh! Wah wah again. It's great with the jam, although I like a little butter too. Unbelievable. Tastes really good. Now you can see what's happening. This happens to all of us, you know, as we get older, we kind of cave in. But this is wonderful. And you can use it for breakfast, you can have it for a dessert over here with the chocolate syrup and the ice cream is melting on top of that. And you can use it also with turkey or roast beef or whatever, but this is, I'm doing general purpose, meaning you can use it at any time. Okay, here it is. Bye, see you next time.